Hello students, today I am going to teach the subject of engineering graphics. So like all the subjects, engineering graphics also consists of 5 units. Right? So let us start with unit 1. Here unit 1 is Introduction to Engineering Graphics. Right? So first of all, what is meant by this engineering graphics? Right? See here, I wrote here engineering graphics and I wrote here engineering drawing. So what is the difference between these two? See, both are same. In previous years, we don't have the concept of AutoCAD in 5 units, right? But coming from 3 to 4 years, in 5th unit, in unit number 5, we are having one topic. Last topic name was AutoCAD, right? So in that unit 5 part 2, we are going to learn about CAD, right? So that is not useful for external exam, that is useful for internal exams only. So that's why we are calling here graphics. CAD software, no? So that's why we are calling here graphics, right? So both engineering graphics, or we can call it as engineering drawing, right? So first of all, what is meant by drawing? See, we will when we are in childhood, we draw all kind of like plants, houses, lakes, right? Simply with the help of pencils, scale, sketch pens and all, right? Without following anything, just simply we are drawing all the things. So that's we are calling it as drawing, right? So following all the rules and regulations, following all the dimensions, following shape, size, right? Following all that, it is called as engineering drawing, right? If we are not considering anything, that is simply it is a drawing. If we are considering dimensions, shape, size and all, that is called as engineering drawing, right? Engineering drawing is representation of an object containing all the details like shape, size, dimensions, etc. It is a type of technical drawing. Means it is a technique used to create an accurate representation of an object, right? So please, you have to know first of all what is meant by engineering drawing. Engineering drawing means we should follow all the rules and regulations. We should follow the correct dimensions. We should follow what is the shape, size and all. If you follow all rules and regulations, it is nothing but engineering drawing, right? So engineering drawing is classified into two: plane geometry and solid geometry, right? So what is plane geometry? Objects having only two dimensions, either length breadth, breadth height, height length. Objects having only two dimensions is plane geometry. Objects having three dimensions is solid geometry, right? So in this engineering graphics, we are going to learn 2D form, we are going to learn 3D form also, right? Now you people may get doubt why we have to read this subject, right? So all you people may think this engineering graphics is only important for civil, it is only important for mechanical, because in order to construct buildings, in order to construct houses, whatever it is, so we have the knowledge of engineering graphics. No, that is wrong. Engineering graphics is a universal language. We should know this, right? See, for example, if you want to design a laptop, if you want to design a computer, if you want to design a TV, microprocessor, right, whatever, if you want to manufacture anything, if you want to design anything, directly we can't do, right? First what we have to do, we should draw the shape of the laptop with following dimensions and all, right? Exact dimensions అన్ని మనం తీసుకొని మనం ఫస్ట్ ల్యాప్టాప్ నైనా టీవీ మైక్రోప్రాసెసర్ whatever it is, first we will draw on the paper, right? After that we will plan how to construct that one, right? See, This engineering graphics is also useful in textile technology. What is this textile technology? Textile and entamma. See, we are wearing clothes, right? The size of the cloth may differ from different persons, right? It may be lengthy one, it may be short one, right? How they are designing all that, first they will draw on the paper only how much the length will be, how much the width will be, right? First they will draw on the paper with correct measurements, with correct dimensions, right? After that only they will design all the clothes. So these engineering graphics is useful in all the streams, ECE, EEE, CSE, IT. మనము ఈ వరల్డ్లో ఏదైనా డిజైన్ చేయాలి అన్నా, ఏదైనా మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ చేయాలి అన్నా, రైట్, దిస్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Okay, so this is a universal language, and we can say without engineering graphics we can't manufacture anything, we can't design anything, right? So let us start. So what I am saying, engineering graphics or engineering drawing means we have to represent the certain object with dimensions, right? So if you want to draw something, we should have all these drawing instruments. Right? So these are all the drawing instruments which we are using in engineering graphics. In total 5 units we are using these drawing instruments: drawing board, drawing sheets, drawing clips, drafter, set squares, protractor, compass, scale, eraser, drawing pencils. Right? So let us see one by one. So first of all, what is this drawing board? Drawing board means, what is the use of drawing board? We are placing the drawing sheet on the drawing board for supporting the drawing sheet, right? So it is drawing board. If you see in our drawing halls, drawing boards are present, right? So on the drawing board only we are placing the drawing sheet, right? So drawing sheets, see, actually we are having A1 size, A2 size, A3 size, A4 size. A4 size ante this is the A4 size sheet, this one what I am using here, right? So in engineering graphics we are using A2 type drawing sheet. Please remember this, in engineering graphics we are using A2 type drawing sheet, right? Then next, drawing clips. What is the use of drawing clips? In order to hold the sheet tightly, we are using the drawing clips. Once you fix the drawing sheet, we cannot move that one. If you move that one, entire the total diagrams will be wrong. So what we are doing, after placing the drawing sheet on the drawing board, we are fixing the drawing clips on the 4 sides of your drawing sheet, right? Then next one is drafter. This is the very important equipment in engineering graphics, drafter. So we will learn about this later, right? Then next is set squares. What is the use of set squares? We know set squares, two set squares are there. Set squares are used to draw the parallel lines, right? And protractor is used to measure the angles. Compass is used to draw the arcs, circles, you know that. And scale is to measure the lines. Then next is eraser. See, frequent use of eraser in engineering graphics should be avoided. Don't use eraser much in engineering graphics, right? And then next is drawing pencils. See, in all these drawing instruments, this drafter and this drawing pencils, this both are very important one, right? See, in drawing pencils I wrote here HB, H, 2H. HB is soft grade, H is medium grade, 2H is hard grade. So why we have to use all these 3 pencils? We can use only 1 pencil and we can draw. Now why we have to use all these 3 pencils, right? Now suppose if I want to draw the ellipse, actually the ellipse size is like this. shape of the ellipse is like this, right? Okay, so simply I am drawing this one without following any rules and regulations, without following any dimensions, just I am simply drawing this one, so we will call it as drawing, right? But coming to engineering graphics, we should follow certain rules and regulations, we should follow all the dimensions, right? So now if you want to draw the ellipse, there is a lot of construction to draw the ellipse, రైట్. సో మనం చాలా కన్స్ట్రక్షనల్ లైన్స్ అన్నీ డ్రా చేసి అందులో మనం ఎలిప్స్ డ్రా చేస్తాం. ఇఫ్ యూ మీట్ ఆల్ ద లైన్స్, ఇఫ్ యూ జాయిన్ ఆల్ ద లైన్స్, యూ విల్ గెట్ ద షేప్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎలిప్స్. సో మై క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్, యూ ఆర్ డ్రాయింగ్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ లైన్స్ హియర్. We are drawing number of lines here, where here so many intersection points are there, so we are joining all these intersection points to get the shape of the ellipse, right? So ఒకటే పెన్సిల్తో మీరు మొత్తం డ్రా చేస్తే we can't see the shape of the ellipse, right? So one thing you have to remember here in engineering graphics, first read the question properly, right? Always the output of the diagram should be dark. Output of the diagram should be dark. Suppose if they ask to draw the ellipse, only the ellipse should be dark, only this ellipse should be dark, right? ఈ కన్స్ట్రక్షనల్ లైన్స్ అన్ని చాలా లైట్గా డ్రా చేయాలి, చాలా లైట్గా డ్రా చేయాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ దిస్ పాయింట్. ఓన్లీ ద అవుట్పుట్ షుడ్ బి డార్క్, ఆల్ ద కన్స్ట్రక్షనల్ లైన్స్ షుడ్ బి వెరీ లైట్, రైట్? సో దట్స్ వై వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ హియర్ 3 పెన్సిల్స్. నేను లైట్ లైన్స్ అన్ని లైట్గా డ్రా చేయడానికి ఒక పెన్సిల్ యూజ్ చేయాలి, రైట్? ఈ ఎలిప్స్ డార్క్గా డ్రా చేయడానికి ఒక పెన్సిల్ యూజ్ చేయాలి, బార్డర్ లైన్స్ లెటరింగ్స్ రాయడానికి ఒక పెన్సిల్ యూజ్ చేయాలి, రైట్? సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ see here, HB it is used for lettering and border lines. H pencil is used for boundary lines and outlines. 2H pencil is used for dimensional lines, constructional lines, hatching lines and hidden lines. So compulsory you have to use 3 pencils, HB, H and 2H, right? Always the output of the diagram should be dark and remaining total part should be very light, and this point is important till unit 5. 5 యూనిట్స్లో మీరు ఏది డ్రా చేసినా కూడా అవుట్పుట్ ఒకటే డార్క్ ఉండాలి, ప్రతిదీ మీరు చాలా లైట్గా డ్రా చేయాలి. అవుట్పుట్ డార్క్గా డ్రా చేయాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ హెచ్బి పెన్సిల్, రైట్? ఈ కన్స్ట్రక్షనల్ లైన్స్ అన్నీ డ్రా చేయాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ ద 2H pencil. బౌండరీ లైన్స్ డ్రా చేయాలి అంటే యూ హ్యావ్ టు యూజ్ హియర్ H pencil, right? So that's why in order to make the output dark, in order to make the constructional lines very light, and in order to draw the border lines, we are using 3 pencils here, right? So compulsory you have to use here 3 pencils. The drawing pencil is very important, right? And next one is what I said here, drafter, right? So drafter is a very important equipment in engineering graphics, right? So I think you didn't see the drafter, right? So see here, drafter, it combines the function of set squares, scale and protractor, right? ఒకవేళ మీకు ఇంటి దగ్గర డ్రాఫ్టర్ ఉంటే please see that one. The drafter combines the function of set squares, ante with the help of drafter we can draw parallel lines, with the help of drafter we can draw horizontal lines, vertical lines, inclined lines. With the help of drafter we can measure the angles also, right? So see, this is your drawing board, right? First of all, this is your drawing board, right? Now on the drawing board, see, this is your drawing board. This is your drawing board. On the drawing board you are placing the drawing sheet. On the drawing board you are placing the drawing sheet. Size of the drawing sheet is A2 size. Always we are preferring A2 size drawing sheet. This is your drawing sheet, right? So on the drawing board we are placing drawing sheet, right? So after that what we are doing, we are placing the drawing clips here, 1 2 3 4. On 4 sides we are placing the drawing clips in order to fix the sheet tightly, right? Now always top left corner we are placing the drafter. The drafter will be like this. The drafter will be like this, right? Always on the top left corner of your drawing sheet we are placing the drafter, and this is here clamping screw. Clamping screw ante we can loose the drafter or we can tight the drafter with the help of this screw, right? And this one is here adjustable protractor head. Right? And here ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్లేస్ లో మనకి ప్రొట్రాక్టర్ ఉంటుంది. ప్రొట్రాక్టర్ అంటే హియర్ దే విల్ షో ద యాంగిల్స్ 0 10 20 30 40 50 60 అక్కడ యాంగిల్స్ ఉంటాయి, రైట్? అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ డ్రాయింగ్ హారిజాంటల్ లైన్స్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ ఫర్ డ్రాయింగ్ వర్టికల్ లైన్స్. దీన్ని కూడా మనం we can lose this one, we can tight this one in order to draw the inclined lines also, right? So this is the complete overview of drafter. It combines the function of set squares, scale and protractor. With the help of drafter we can draw parallel lines, we can draw straight lines, and we can also measure the angles. So this is the complete overview of drafter. If you having the drafter at your home, please check it once. Clamping screw, adjustable protractor head, horizontal scale and vertical scale, right? So next is, actually you didn't see the drawing sheets, right? So drawing sheet మనకి ఇలా ఉంటుంది, రైట్? సో డ్రాయింగ్ షీట్స్కి బార్డర్ లైన్స్ ఉంటుంది. Border lines, right? This gap is here 10 mm, this gap is here 10 mm, and this gap is here 10 mm, and left side it will be here 20 mm, right? And bottom right side we are having here title block. So title block ni separate ga actually ikkada em untundi, what the title block consists of I wrote here, right? So title block consists of your name, what you are drawing, the title of your drawing, your roll number, scale is always 1:1. ఫుల్ స్కేల్ అంటే క్వశ్చన్లో ఏం డైమెన్షన్స్ డ్రా చేయమన్నారో మనం అవే డైమెన్షన్స్ డ్రా చేస్తాము, రైట్? సో ఆల్వేస్ ద స్కేల్ ఈజ్ 1:1, రైట్? అండ్ డేట్, your class, sheet number, and this is faculty sign, your college name, and this is the symbol of first angle projection. So we are going to learn about this in unit 2 లో మనం దీని గురించి నేర్చుకుంటాం, రైట్? సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద కంప్లీట్ ఓవర్వ్యూ ఆఫ్ డ్రాఫ్టర్, యువర్ డ్రాయింగ్ షీట్, అండ్ వాట్ ద టైటిల్ బ్లాక్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్, రైట్? నౌ see, when I'm talking about drawing pencils, so what I said, the output of the diagram should be dark and remaining everything should be light, right? So already I said, in order to draw the ellipse, so I have to follow the certain all these lines, and if I join all these intersection lines I will get the shape of the ellipse, right? After that I should draw the only this ellipse should be dark. Ee ellipse okatte dark ga draw cheyali because the output is ellipse, and these constructional lines, all these constructional lines should be very light, right? Now you see here, we are not simply we are drawing anything. We are following the rules and regulations, we are following the dimensions and all, right? So first of all, what we are following, output should be dark and remaining everything will be light, right? After construction of the whole diagram, right, we are writing the name of the diagram. Name of the diagram is here ellipse. Name of the diagram is here ellipse, right? So we can't write simply here. Whatever we are writing in this engineering graphics, whatever we are drawing in this engineering graphics, definitely you have to follow rules and regulations, right? Ellipse and simple ga రాయడం కాదు. Not only ellipse, if you are drawing a square, if you are drawing a rectangle, if you are drawing pentagon, if you are drawing hyperbola, right? So definitely after drawing something, below the diagram you are going to write the name of the diagram. Below the diagram you are going to write the name of the diagram. So name of the diagram అనేది సింపుల్ గా రాయడం కాదు. మీరు ఒకవేళ నేమ్ రాస్తున్నారు అంటే కూడా యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద డైమెన్షన్స్, యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద రూల్స్ అండ్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్. సో వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ, వీ హ్యావ్ టు నో అబౌట్ దిస్ లెటరింగ్, రైట్? Lettering is of two types, type A and type B, right? Type A ante 14 gridded line and type B ante 10 gridded line. What is this 14 and 10, right? See, grid ante it's a combination of horizontal lines and vertical lines. We will call it as grid, right? So if you see the graph paper, one box consists of 10 horizontal lines and 10 vertical lines. That is nothing but a grid, right? One box consists of 10 horizontal lines and 10 vertical lines. So we are following type B lettering. Type A lettering is international level. We are not following this. We are following only type B, right? So as I said, whatever you are writing, right? If you are drawing a circle also, మీరు circle ని డ్రా చేస్తున్నా కూడా కింద you should write the name of the diagram circle. So circle అనేది ఊరికే రాయడం కాదు, you should follow the dimensions. You should follow the dimensions, right? So how to follow the dimensions? See, first of all, whatever you are writing in engineering graphics from unit 1 to unit 5, you should follow the capital letters only. You are not following small letters. Small letters ఎప్పుడు ఫాలో అవుతున్నామంటే, see, suppose if you are writing units అంటే centimeters, kilometers, millimeters, feet, inches, hectometers, ఓన్లీ యూనిట్స్ రాస్తున్నప్పుడు జస్ట్ మనం స్మాల్ లెటర్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం, రైట్? ఓన్లీ యూనిట్స్కి మాత్రమే స్మాల్ లెటర్స్. వాట్ ఎవర్ యు ఆర్ రైటింగ్ from unit 1 to unit 5, you should write in capital letters only, following all these rules and regulations, right? See, height of the capital letter is 10 mm, width is 6 mm, width for MW is 8 mm, width for I is 2 mm, space between letters 2 mm, space between words 6 mm, and baseline 15 mm. Right? You should follow all this. So how to write this one? What I am saying, height is 10 mm. Draw the height 10 mm here, right? Start from here, write down the letter A with the help of scale and pencil. Don't write in curve manner, right? You should use scale and pencil only. Then next, what I am saying, space between letters is 2 mm. After completion of letter A, leave the gap 2 mm, and start writing letter B, right? After completion of B, again from here leave 2 mm, start writing letter C, right? Again from here, this is the end of the letter, no? Again from here leave 2 mm, start writing letter D, right? So space between every letter is 2 mm. A to B 2 mm, B to C 2 mm. letter ki gap 2 mm undali, right? So compulsory you have to follow all these rules, height is 10, width is 6, and width for all this is here. Words, space between words is 6 mm. Words and NTC I am writing here engineering graphics. Engineering is one word, graphics is another word. Space between these two words 6 mm. Space between letters 2 mm. Right? Then next at last out here baseline is 15 mm. See, this is one line, this is the baseline. This is one line, this is the baseline. From here to here distance between here is 15 mm. Right? That is baseline. So please follow all these rules to write capital letters in engineering graphics. Right? So now see here. If you are taking height 10 mm, width is 6 mm. Suppose if you are taking height 5 mm, width will be 3 mm. Right? So you can take height 10, width 6, or you can take height 5, width 3. Right? So as I said, suppose if I am drawing a square. If I am drawing a square, right? Now after completion of square, what I have to do? Either I can take height 10 mm, width 6 mm, or I can take 5 mm or 3 mm. Suppose I am taking a height 5 mm. I am taking height 5 mm. Width will be 3 mm. I have to write here S, right? I have to leave the gap 2 mm. Q, U, A, R, E, square. Right? You have to follow all this. Right? You have to draw the diagram with proper dimensions. Only the output should be dark. Remaining everything should be very light. After the completion of whole diagram, you are writing the name of the diagram following all these rules and regulations. Right? Same like numbers also. Numbers height 10, width 5. Only for width 1 is 2 mm. Same. I am taking height 10 mm. I am writing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 following scale and pencil. Gap between numbers is here 2 mm. Right? So simply you can write all this, right? But it takes time. But it is very important. If you follow all this only, you will get out of marks. Right? So once again I am saying how to write lettering. Take 10 mm. Take 10 mm height. Start from here. Write the letter A. Right. So this is the end part now. From here leave 2 mm. Write the letter B. Again from here leave 2 mm. Write the letter C. Right. This is the end one now. Again leave 2 mm. Write the letter D. Right. Height of the letter is how much? 10 mm. Width of the letter is how much? 6 mm. Right. Height 10, width 6. Prati letter ki check cheskondi. Height 10, width will be 6. 10, 6. 10, 6. Only for width for M and W is 8. Width for I is 2. Follow this one and write down this one. Right. So lettering అనేది ఎంత ఇంపార్టెంటో, రైట్, మీరు డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేశాక డైమెన్షన్స్ కూడా అంతే ఇంపార్టెంట్. డైమెన్షన్స్ కూడా అంతే ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ డైమెన్షన్ హియర్? I am drawing a square. Right. Now I should write the length of the square is how much. Right. So indicating the features of the object is nothing but dimensioning. Right. Indicating the features of an object is dimensioning. Dimensioning is a very important factor in engineering graphics. Right. So let us see how to mark dimensions. How to mark dimensions. See, I am taking this as example. Just simply I did this one. A square with a cylindrical hole. A square with a cylindrical hole. Right. Now how to mark dimensions? How to mark dimensions? See, What are the elements of dimensioning? Dimensional line, extension line, leader line. Right? So forget about this. Now you see, I have to mark the dimensions of this. Right? This is the starting part of your diagram. Right? Just draw the extension line. This is the ending part of your diagram. Just draw the extension line. Right? And now draw a dimensional line which is parallel to this baseline. Keep the arrow marks. Arrow marks should be closed and filled. Right? Suppose this is here, I am writing here 60 mm. Right? Now you see, this is the starting line, just I am extending this one. This is the ending line, just I am extending this one. So I am calling it as here extension line. And this one I am calling it as here dimensional line. Dimensional line is always parallel to the baseline. And the important thing is, always you are going to mark the dimensions above the dimensional line and in the middle of the dimensional line. Right? Always mark the dimensions above the dimensional line, in the middle of the dimensional line. Don't forget this. Right? Now, what is this leader line? Now I have to mark the circle diameter also. Right? Now suppose I am going to mark the circle diameter. Right? So diameter pi. Pi represents diameter and I am writing here 40. Right? I am extending this one. This is nothing but here leader line. Okay. So whatever you are drawing, now you see, just simply, okay, I will draw here. Simply I am drawing a triangle here. I am drawing a triangle here. Now how to mark dimensions? This is the starting point of the triangle. Draw the extension line. This is the ending point of the triangle. Draw the extension line. Right? And now draw the dimensional line which is parallel to the baseline. Keep the arrow marks here. Closed and filled. Closed and filled. So length of this triangle, suppose it is 30. Write down here 30 mm. Right? Now you see, this is in inclination manner. Right? Now you see, I am drawing a extension line here. I am drawing a extension line here. Right? Now I am drawing a dimensional line which is parallel to this baseline. Right? And I am marking here closed and filled arrow mark. Right? And I am writing here 30 mm. Right? Always the dimensional number should be above the dimensional line. Dimensional number should be above the dimensional line. Right? So next topic is your arrowheads. Arrowheads is placed at each end of dimensional line. We are having three types of arrowheads: open type arrowhead, closed type arrowhead, and closed and filled arrowhead. So in engineering graphics we are using closed and filled arrowhead.